Welcome again to the Russia Community Church. And here we are already at evidence number 5 as we make a case for the resurrection for Jesus Christ. There's been a real big insurgence here lately of people wanting handmade items. And it's really kind of cool, the things that people are looking for. They're looking for things that are homemade. I love them also, and I have a couple of my favorite ones here. This one here, some of you will know what this one is. This was given to me. A very, very dear friend of mine who passed away. His family gave this to me, and he had carved that by hand. And this one over here was given to me also by another person, person I did the funeral for, and they gave me that one, and I love them both very much. This one is very special to my wife. We went to Eureka Springs, Arkansas last year, and the potter was there dressed in costume, and he threw just a piece of clay there, and as he told us about how Jesus was the potter and we were the clay, he made a beautiful vessel just like this one, and we were lucky enough to bring one home. Now, moving to our lesson, or our evidence tonight, I want you to think about this. This is a very important question, a serious question. We know that the Bible tells us how beautiful heaven will be. In fact, there's a song by that name, How Beautiful Heaven Must Be. And it talks about the streets of gold in the Bible. It talks about all the different pearls. In fact, the pearls will be as big as a doorway. And all the different things that God is making for us, a beautiful place, says He's building us a mansion for us, those of us that believe in Him. So we know how beautiful heaven is going to be. But I have a very important question, and here it is. What is the only thing that's going to be in heaven that's man-made? I'll give you a few minutes or a few seconds to think about that. There's only going to be one thing in heaven that's man-made. Can you think of what it is? Well, here it is. It's the scars in Jesus' hand. The first time I heard that, I go, oh my. The scars of His hands and the scars in His side. What a amazing thing to think of. So, our number 5 piece of evidence today is the scars in Jesus' hand and side. The first day after Jesus' resurrection, He started going around to see people, His disciples. It's recorded in John 20:20 that He went to where the disciples were. They were in an upper room hiding and had the doors shut and locked. And He appeared. And they were scared to death because they thought He was a ghost. He says, I am not a ghost. He says, here, touch my body. And a ghost doesn't have skin. It doesn't have bone. And then He showed them the scars in His hand and the scar in His side that was caused by that sword. They looked at that and they said, Master, Jesus. Now, there was one disciple that wasn't there. We know how that story goes. Thomas. They ran and told Thomas, we have seen the Lord. We have seen Him. He's alive. And they said, we have touched His scars and we have touched His wounds in His hand and in His side. And Thomas says, I'm going to have to see it for myself. You're going to have to show me. So Jesus did that. About a week later, the next Sunday to be precise, it's recorded in John 20:27 that they were all there, Thomas also, in an upper room, doors locked, and Jesus appeared to them. And Jesus said to Thomas, come over here. And Thomas came, and He says, give me your finger. And He placed Thomas's finger in the hole in Jesus' hand. He says, here, see my side. And Thomas touched and said, my Lord, my Lord. Those disciples believed. They didn't only believe, but they were transformed. What do I mean by transformed? Well, they were no longer, from that time forward, a bunch of people that were scared and afraid and looking around to see if someone's going to arrest them or whatever. They were now transformed into usable vessels, strengthened by the power of God Himself and of Jesus Christ, knowing that they now needed to tell the world that Jesus is alive and about the gospel of Jesus Christ. And they now had the strength because they were transformed with the power of Jesus Christ. The next time this week or the next year or whatever you are admiring some of your handmade items, remember that the only handmade item, the only thing that's man-made in heaven, is the scars in Jesus' hand. There's a reason for that. I believe that when we get to heaven and we see Jesus' hands every day that we see Him, every time we will see Him, it's to remind us of what it took, the sacrifice that it took for us to be able to be in heaven in all of His glory. Evidence number 5, the scars on Jesus' hand and side. God bless you all, and we will see you soon with number 6. May God bless you.